Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the LA Sevens quarterfinals, and it's a big match to start us off. Samoa versus Argentina. Now, the winner of this game does not have an easy semi-final at all. They will be going on to face either Fiji or South Africa. So we will either get to see maybe a clash of two sides in the Rugby Championship in Argentina and South Africa, or maybe a Pacific Island rivalry reignited with Samoa Fiji. There are plenty of options. One thing's for sure, this game's going to be played with a lot of passion and a lot of skill out there as well. But looking through at Samoa's starting lineup, it will be Va'a Apilo Maliko, Motu Opitai, Taunuu Naulivaia, Paul Scanlon, Tuna Tuitama, one of the up-and-coming players for the Samoans, Fa'afoi Falaniko, and Nueli Letufia. That name normally doesn't come out wrong, but it did for that lineup. Looking through at Argentina, Santiago Alvarez, Luciano Gonzalez in there as well. A brilliant player, baller muscle, going to be trying to run rampage around the Samoans. Rodrigo Isgro has scored in 2 games out of the 3 for the Argentines so far. Matthias Azachuk, Marcos Maneta, also a very handy player. Tobias Wade, and then Lavayen, the last man in this Argentine side. We have got Go Samoa from Chris. We've got Vamos Los Pumitas, says Sebastian. Welcome in, mate. I hope you are doing very well. The voice is starting to struggle a little bit, which is not good news, but this game, not too far away from getting underway. It is just, we've got to wait for Uruguay versus Japan to be finished. Currently, Uruguay leading that one 19 points to 7. But like I mentioned, the winner of this contest will go on to face up against either Fiji or South Africa. On the other side of the draw, we do find New Zealand versus Great Britain in their quarterfinal. The winner of that game goes on to face either Australia or Ireland. So a few sides, a little bit unlucky to miss out, one of which was probably Uruguay. They were very close to making their way through in the competition. But do let me know your score predictions in the chat as well. Looking at the substitutes for the Samoans, it will be Paul Eti Slater, Malani Matavao, Valvasa Afasua, 2 of the co-captains coming off the bench late, Owen Nue, and also BJ Lima there as well. Gaston Ravol, the first name on the bench for Los Pumas, Humain Schultz, Graciano Fraga, and also Palandini, the last man. Just waiting for Uruguay and Japan. This off already, says Sebastian. Yeah, they are running a little bit later than they were anticipated. It's all right. Hopefully is going to be running almost on schedule for the other games. The next match that we are covering, it is Fiji versus South Africa, which is going to be taking place at 7:45 New Zealand time. Another penalty goes the way of Uruguay. But I think this game, no matter what, it's going to be a close occurrence. And I would say that it's not going to be split by any more than 7 points. Now, in my prediction, I predicted that Samoa would win it 19 points to 14. And I'm sticking with that. I think it's going to be a close game. Argentina certainly know how to break down defensive lines. The sun's out in LA, so that actually, I would say, almost benefits Argentina more than Samoa. We have seen Samoa picking up a huge amount of wins in very rough conditions. They've been in New Zealand twice when it is pissing down with rain. But it is now going to be the scrum for Uruguay. One moment. Someone is ringing me on Discord. I will quickly have to deal with that. We will do that, and we will go into Do Not Disturb while we are at it. Because or else I think they will ring another 4 times. There we go. We are all sort of come on Samoa. And also, hi Samoa, says Brandon and the chat. Hi there, Kiwi Lads, Fanatics. Who's going to win this? Samoa should. The Pumas can bite. That is true. Samoa certainly, they cannot underestimate the Argentines, because if they do, that's normally when Argentina are at their most dangerous. We've seen Argentina pull off upsets against South Africa, New Zealand. Fiji's a bit more of a question mark. I don't think they've beaten Fiji too many times in the past. Welcome to the Mods family, Nazi. And there as well from Sebastian. Uruguay versus Japan still running. They are just a little bit behind schedule. They kick the ball into touch, though, so it won't be too far away from Samoa versus Argentina getting underway. But I mentioned how important it will be for Malani Matavao's kicking on my preview, but Paul Scanlon, the man who gets to start this match, has had a pretty decent percentage when it comes to his kicking game. Rodrigo Isgro, I'm looking at him very closely for Argentina because of the extra size that he does bring to their side. means that he might not be too easy to run over the top of. Because I think Samoa, with some big boys like Tuna Tuitama, he's going to be trying to go straight over the top. Argentina win by 5. Sorry, it's Underdogs Day. Says Roof, and I'm back in the Pumas as well. Says Sebastian. It does seem to be that when these two sides play, Argentina seem to play I guess you could say, the more structured game and the more safe game. Is that the right word for it? It's not really. And what's that screwdriver thing? Says Nazi Williams. That just means that you are a moderator. You got your little spanner next year, Morena, everyone. There's a Nazi Williams as well. But it's a beautiful day in LA, which is great. Argentina, please make us proud. Says Antoinette. Samoans and Argentina both charging out onto the field now. There's a big match feel starting to go around the ground in LA. Not many people in attendance, but that might be due to the bad weather that we had yesterday. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do later on in the day, whether there is supposed to be more bad weather just around the corner. But Samoa, Pacific Island representatives, they'll be wanting to find themselves through to the semis. Where did I predict for them to finish? I can't actually remember where I said they would finish. And that it's got an aim as you put your do not disturb, so you're back online, says Brandon. I did put it on do not disturb because someone was ringing me on Discord during the live stream, which tells me they were not watching. And Hazi and Sebastian, are you on fire? Are you on fire? Hamish been kicking his commentary into touch all day. How many hours now? We're up to, let's say, 25, 30 hours of commentary, somewhere around there. And it was massive flooding there in LA. Saw on the news real bad. You're trucking along strong, Hamish. I'm really impressed, says Flesh. And yeah, not long to go now. I believe in about 6 hours we will be finished for the weekend. And then tomorrow, I think we're picking back up with test match cricket. Rodrigo Isgro and his Argentine side kicking off short. And by short, I mean 3 meters. So they will go back to the halfway. And Samoa will now have themselves the early tap or scrum feed, depending on what they want to do. So Letufia's going to get the ball. 15 seconds gone in the match, and Samoa already have the equivalent of a kickoff going to them to a certain extent. And Letufia walking towards Los Pumas' defensive line. Falanico, it's dropped by Va'a Pilomaliko. Early mistake from one of the more experienced players, or one of the more explosive players in Samoa's lineup. Now it is going to be fired back across from Lavayen. Luciano Gonzalez gets his first touch of the game. Looks for the pass on the outside to Marcos Mineta, who takes it nicely. Grubbers in behind. Ball sits up for Mineta. He is a player of class, and he's got plenty of pace to go with it. Mineta scores it between the sticks, and Argentina take the lead. I was like, can you keep it on Do Not Disturb? Says Brandon. I mean, I guess I could. I just won't get notifications. Come on, Samoa 14:10. And yes, Sebastian, I need matchsticks to keep my eyes open. Been working busy for the weekend. 18 hours. Hey, amigo, says Flesh in there as well. But Marcos Mineta received that pass from Luciano Gonzalez. And as soon as he did that grubber, you knew something big was coming from the youngster. That's been converted. 7 points to 5, this says. How far behind are we in the coverage? We might be about a minute behind, which might be why this game started so late. So we'll catch up at halftime. That's the way that we'll do it, just to make it a bit easier. But there's more than likely a Samoan try coming just around the corner. It's taken by Mopi Wapitai inside ball to Tuna Tuitama, and they made that look pretty easy for the Samoans. Ezio Ravo tried to catch him, but Tuna Tuitama gets the first try of the match for Samoa. Right, we'll actually catch up now. There we go. 7 points to 7. The conversion was successful. Samoa just about to kick off. That was weird that it went about a minute behind. I'm not sure when it would have done that. But Samoa scored the try with Tuna Tuitama. We're back up to live. And it's kicked off by the Samoans. Just goes the 10 meters. Rodrigo Isgro tries to jump up and take it. And end up missing it. But now Argentina rushed defense from Samoa. It was Foy Falanico. Got him around the bootlaces. Azachuk trying to keep this ball alive quickly. Ravo now going off to the side where Marcos Mineta is lurking. Once again going for his grubber technique. And it's worked out for him, Marcos Mineta. Tuna Tuitama thought he had it covered, but he just didn't quite. Rodrigo Isgro moving up to the 22 now for the Argentines. This game is certainly being played at a frantic pace. Question is, can both of these sides keep this up for 14 minutes? Uzachuk goes on the outside to Raval. Now Luciano Gonzalez steps back inwards. Taken down by Vaapilo Maliko. Might have been a knock on the ground there, but it is going to be play on. Now, little step from Tobias Wade. Cut out pass, ball put down. Massive mistake. The advantage now in favour of the Samoans. Led to fair. No, they're going back for the penalty now. High tackle first before the knock on, they've said. So it is going to be an Argentine penalty. Whaamalossi boys, says Chris. And is it the weekend or Monday or Tuesday for you, Hamish? So we are sitting on Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. But yeah, we're hoping to do some cricket tomorrow night. Is the next one. Just put down. And it was just a little bit too high from Samoa. So it means that Argentina now have themselves another attacking opportunity. We're 7 hours on this. Big video upcoming. And Roof's relentless work ethic's always impressed me. I can barely be asked to work weekdays, let alone on the weekends. Right, 10 meters out. Looks like Argentina have opted for the scrum option here. Marcos Maneta, anytime he does a grubber, somehow that ball just sticks in his hands. It's very hard to take it off him. And the weekend is over. Monday, tomorrow. Oh, no. Says Ruth. Gassion Revol. Put the ball in. If the Pumas can go into halftime with a bit of a lead, that would certainly help them out towards booking themselves a semi-final spot up against the South Africans or the Fijians. And be careful how you engage Fleshin. He's very volatile at the moment, combination of Wales' performances, and a bottle of Chateau de brutal submission. Now Revol puts the ball in. We had to wait a little bit. That's a big scrum from Samoa, but the ball has come out the back, and in fact, they get the advantage as well in the process. Argentina. Azachuk trying to go through. Ball pops out the back. Revol now. Nice pass. Here comes Rodrigo Isgro. He scored in 2 out of the 3 performances for Argentina throughout this LA Sevens. Straight on the ball, though, for Samoa. Vaapilo Maleko turns it over, looking for the advantage, and the penalty does go the way of the Samoans. And what can I say, being a Welsh fan is tough, but I just have a laugh and get on after my swearing marathon yesterday. There's Fletcher, nice wide pass from the Samoans. Now Tuna Tuitama, the man who did score the first try for Samoa, tackled by Marcos Maneta. Puts him into touch as well in the process. Very good work from the Argentine number 13. Now Gaston Revol thought about the quick throw, but they'll decide against it. They'll just slow this down a little bit here, Argentina. Regather their breath. Work out what set play they're going to go with. It looks like they are actually making a change here. By the looks of it, Santiago Alvarez, he come back on the field. I think he might have gone off with some sort of injury because he was in the starting lineup. Argentina, if they win this game, they help boost themselves up a little bit more on the sevens table. They're on 67 points, whereas Samoa, they're sitting on 68. So it's very close. That's going to be a knock-on from Samoa after a not-so-clean line-out from Argentina. Flicks it back to Azachuk. 45 seconds left of the first half. Scanlon with a nice low tackle made. Now Revol going across again here for the Argentinians. Looking for those wingers. Luciano Gonzalez now taken down on the halfway line. Isgro goes back across to Tobias Wade. Now Revol in the midfield. Nice short pass up to the number 5 for this one, which I believe is Augustin Fraga, who has recently made his way off the bench. Another run from Alvarez. Now Isgro moves up to the 22. Samoa being patient in the defense, not rushing up. Although now they are. One-on-one defense. Good work from Paul Scanlon, but can't avoid the offload. Fraha now goes across to Luciano Gonzalez. Thought about going straight up the middle. Instead decides to go to his left where there were numbers. Now Fraha again goes to Revol. Out wide. Azachuk bumps off Scanlon. Apparently Argentina, they've had a lot of phases in a row here, but Tobias Wade almost goes through. Pierces one defender. 5 meters short of the line. Now Luciano Gonzalez. This has to be a try for Argentina. They break through at the end of the half, and they will go into the second now with a 7-point lead. Nice work from the Argentines. Be able to go and get themselves another one. Go Samoa, says Jason. And also we have got, thanks Sebastian, I'm like a coyote, smell money in the distance. Have to go get it. Fortune favors the brave, says Roof, and go Samoa, says Brandon here as well. But Argentina, they have had probably close to 70, if not 80% of the possession throughout this first half of sevens. in the quarterfinal. And Tuna Tuitama, he was disappointed to get bumped off by Luciano Gonzalez, although he was on hiding to nothing. They were only a few meters out from Samoa's line and persisting with getting over. Got 14 points to 7. Now, my prediction on my preview was 19 points to Samoa, 14 to Argentina. So it's still possible. The Samoa need to have a very good second half. They had 22 carries, Argentina, compared to the 5 carries. In fact, sorry, that's even lower. The 2 carries that we saw from Samoa. 13 tackles made by the Samoans. Argentina only having to make 1. Even Stevens, there, Hamish, nothing to separate them. Says Ruth. 7 missed tackles for Samoa. 1 line break for Argentina. Everything is in Los Pumas' favor. But this is where Samoa need to realize their backs are against the wall. You've got nothing to lose. They've got to go out there and they've got to fight for the second 7 minutes, or else they will be going home. They'll be finding themselves playing in a 5th place playoff game. They'll still be facing a very tough opposition, whether that will be Fiji or whether that will be South Africa. We do have to wait for the next contest, which does kick off at 7:45. So we're pretty much straight from this one to the next one. And it does end up taking place. But currently the team in the huddle is a Chook leading it for Los Pumas. And good morning all, says DK. Welcome in, mate. Samoa, a bit of work to do in the second half. They need 7 points and then they need more on top of it. They can start well. Early try and make it 14-14 or even 14-12 to a certain extent. They're still right in it. Quarterfinal between Fiji and South Africa taking place in 8 minutes 40. The winner of that game will face the winner of this contest in the semi-final, which will be at about 11:15 a.m. New Zealand time. So in just under 4 hours. And Samoa, says Paul, he is going for them also. Come on, Samoa. You got this for Amalosi for the Samoans. And also, we have got, about it being a good morning. It's currently 7:37 a.m. here in New Zealand. A nice early start. The final will be at about 2 p.m. New Zealand time. And the comeback, says Paul. So I think Samoa, they've got it in them. They've got the skill. They just need to start this half well. The ball bounces loose. Argentina managed to pick it up in the form of Gassion Ravo. Seeing this first little moment, you wonder, will the first half repeat itself here in the second? Rodrigo Isgro taking the challenge 22 meters out from his own line. Luciano Gonzalez now bumps off one. Azuchuk, quick hands now. Out to the winger Alvarez. Taken down. Va'a Pilomaliko searching for the ball. Luciano Gonzalez gets it. Samoa just can't get their mitts on the ball. Knock on against the Samoans. It was in the tackle, a knock on, and Argentina once again going to have themselves a scrum. Fiji versus Box 7 should be a thriller. It certainly will be. And it is not too far away at all. They're Spanish speaking, hey, or Portuguese? A little bit of both, I believe. I know that in Brazil it's Portuguese, but I believe Argentina's Spanish, if I'm not wrong. I know that I used to be able to do my intro in Spanish. Bienvenido de nuevo al canal de Kiwilets. That's about as far as my Spanish goes. Big push from Samoa, but once again, they say that it was wheeling, so the penalty goes to Argentina. For Amalosi boy, says Chris, and Argentina are very impressive. Yeah, they've just done pretty much what what Samoa did to New Zealand in their last game in the group stage. That is what Argentina are now doing to Samoa. Just having all of the game taking place on their rules, on their terms. Anywhere on the field seems to be that Argentina have got the ball. Samoa, if they can find themselves a last-minute try, might be the one that gets them over the line. But for now, they just have to keep on defending. I guess Jan Ravo throws the ball in, nicely claimed by Argentina. Another try here might almost secure the deal. Tobias Wade, tackled by Scanlon in the one-on-one challenge. Brilliant work in the breakdown, though, I have to say, from Argentina. Every time there's a player over the ball, we know how strong Samoa can be in stealing it. In our breakdown, Luciano Gonzalez, big fend, taken down low. Is the ball out? No, not quite. Now it's going to be slapped down. That will be a yellow card, I believe, to Samoa. Or is it going to... They've called it an tackle again. Very lucky. But it's going to be another scrum feed for Argentina. And let's go Tonga. Where is Tonga? Tonga, sadly, were only invitational for the New Zealand and Sydney Sevens. I think after that, they ended up, unfortunately, taking them back out. Brian Lima, wonders or done wonders for Samoa Sevens. What a legend. Although he still remembers his big hits, says DK. Now Argentina, 4.5 minutes left in the matchup. Currently Samoa haven't had any possession in the second half. I think they touched the ball off kickoff. That is it. Let's put back in. Gassion Ravo goes across. The interception. It's going to be knocked on by Argentina. And now Samoa will get themselves their first possession. 3 minutes for the second half. And they need to go the full length of the field and score themselves a try here, which I believe is fully possible, the way that they do normally play. And also, we're going to come on, boys. And also, as I said, I say to my workmates, shake yourselves out of your comas. Let's feel that pulse, says Ruth. Come on, Samoa, says Viniana. And come on, boys, says Jason. Everyone get them behind the Samoans by the looks of it in the chat. Letufia now, feeding the ball in. 25 metres out from their own line here. Samoa, here comes Paul Scanlon running at Azachuk, who's been able to shut him down early. Oh, they don't have a halfback. Motuopitai, I believe, is going to have to drift back and grab that one. Motuopitai now goes across. Samoa only just out from their own 22 here. Another wide cutout pass now. It's starting to open up a little bit more space on the wings for the Samoans. Back on the inside, though, they decide to go. Now, massive shot. That was huge from the Pumas. And question of whether or not the Pumas were going to be able to muscle up with the Samoans, I think, has just been answered. He stayed down as well, the Samoan player. He's winded. He got hit in the ribs, I think that was Tuna Tuitama. Now they're kicking behind from Marcos Maneta, trying to clean it up. Motu Opitai, brilliant offload from his back. Now Letufia starts to get the legs pumping, trying to jump on that ball. I believe he fell. Almost could have been a penalty to the Samoans. Now they are deep inside of their own area. Looked like they were going to consider the kick. Instead, though, Motu Opitai finds the offload on the outside to Scanlon, who looks for the offload again. Nicely taken by Samoa. The chip and chase. Does the ball bounce favorably? It does. It stays in the field of play. And Fa'afoi Whananeko goes in for the try. And Samoa, after having hardly any possession, score the try with 6 men out on the field. And just for that, Argentina is going to win, says the True Ferts. And there's and also, as I say to my workmates, when I read that one, and we have got really Roof, you a DR2. And the ref will make sure Argentina gets the win. There's the True Ferts, and let's go Samoa. Hey, Kiwi lad, says Anarch Survival. Welcome in. A tough kick from the sideline. He's absolutely smashed it, but it's short. The accuracy was there. Unfortunately for him, though, doesn't quite go all the way. The scoreboard's gone to sleep. It seems like it's forgotten that the second half has got underway, but I can tell you right now, the score is currently 14 points to 12. It's about to update. By the looks of it, nice try, though, for Whananeko. He was one of my players who I said to watch out for in this contest, but the Samoans, they aren't done yet. Still down by 2, 90 seconds left, and Paul Scanlon, I believe he has made way for the more experienced Malani Matavao. Time is back on. It's kicked high. A spot in the semis on the line. Great take from Rodrigo Isgro, gliding through the sky. Now 40 meters out. If Argentina score now, this game is over. And they've got numbers with Marcos Maneta. Decides to go himself. Finds the offload to Azachuk. Another pass back around Argentina. This could be the game for them. One more pass out wide. And Rodrigo Isgro runs it in for the try. And that will make the score 19 points to 12. Now, this game's not over yet. But if this kick goes over, you would have to say it's a long way towards it. There's still 50 seconds left. They needed that conversion. Come on, Samoa, says DK. Go Samoa for Amalosi, says Chris. There as well. So Argentina, if this one's converted, they will have enough of a lead that they will not be able to lose this quarterfinal match. If they miss, which there's a high probability because it is quite a wide kick, it would be a very impressive one to get over. If they miss, there is still a chance that one has fallen short. So 19 points to 12. Samoa have 15 seconds to be able to get a converted try, and then this game would go to golden point. Who knows how it's going to go? I'm a bit nervous for both of these sides. One thing's for sure, though, great game between the fact that Argentina have been able to dominate the position the way that they have, and Samoa yet somehow has still been able to stay in this contest. Argentina tried to kick long, but Samoa claim it, and now they've got a chance. Owen Nue, ball on the inside to Va'a Apilo Maliko. Great tackle made on him, finds the offload. I have no idea how the Samoans always manage to keep that ball alive. Here comes Fa'afoi Falaniko, pass on the outside now. In fact, I believe that is actually Paul Scanlon who did stay out there. Rough pass. Argentina wait for the bounce. They've just got to kick this ball out. They get it in the pocket, kicked into touch, and Argentina advance to the semi-finals. Pumas, they will face the winner of South Africa versus Fiji. 19 points to 12 in the end of this one. Revolt and his boys make it through. What a game. Very close end-to-end stuff by the end of it. But Samoa, with possession of about 20%, it's just never quite going to be one that they could get back into. And they should have let New Zealand win yesterday, says Hanoi. But nonetheless, we will be going on to the next live stream, ladies and gentlemen, which is right now. That is Fiji versus South Africa. So be sure to switch over to that one. And I will see you all in a very short moment.